Here is what I would like you to do with the homework from week 2. So in that video, in the second part of the video, I spoke about how misguided we can sometimes be at communicating to our loved ones what we want them to know. Often we want them to know that they're brave and they're strong and they're courageous, and that we believe in them, but we often actually choose to communicate to them by pointing out things that they're not doing. And you're not going to get somebody to see that they're more than by pointing out to them where they're being less than, where they're forgetting and they're acting from a place of less than. So, if I want a friend to know how powerful they are and how they're very capable, I'm not going to sit with them. Well, I can, but it's not going to be very effective for me to sit with them and point out all the times and in all the ways in their life that they're not being capable and they're not being powerful, because that just reflects back to them kind of, it almost sets up kind of a cycle of shame and regret in them. So I know that your intention is good, and this is why I asked you to get an envelope and to write down what it is that's within the intention, the underlying, at the core, what it is that you're wanting to be communicating to your family and friends. And you've got that in an envelope, you've written it down. What I want you to do with it now is to get it out and to have a read through it again. And here's how I want you to start communicating this to them. Whatever you've written down, whether you're thinking about one person or a whole group of people, see them in that light. Reflect that back to them. For example, if you have written down, I want you to know that you are powerful, then reflect to them how powerful they are in conversation, in how you see them in your mind, in conversation with other people, even how you talk about them in your own mind. See them in their power. Remind yourself how powerful they are. When they are feeling less than powerful, respect that, honour that, sit with them where they are. But where you can, just ensure them that you believe in them. You don't have to say something like, oh, don't be silly, look how powerful you are, you're very powerful, you've just forgotten. That kind of takes away from where they are. If they're feeling not very powerful, if they're feeling overwhelmed, you can remind them of their power just by saying, I believe in your ability to sort this. I believe in your ability to move through this. I've seen you be really courageous in the past, and I know that you can do that again. Ask them how you can help them. Remind them that there's support around, but bring to them what you really want to communicate to them by already seeing them like that. It's not a future event. They already are powerful. And then here's what I want you to do with your list. Because we cannot give what we are not ourselves. We cannot give what we do not have to give. So if you are wanting to be a reflection to your loved ones of things like strength, power, courage, intelligence, beauty, love, I don't know what's on your piece of paper, but look at your piece of paper and whatever is on it, you must connect with that in yourself. So what you're going to do to really be able to communicate that is to be a source of that yourself. You're going to recognize these things within yourself so that you can communicate them outside of you. Remember, you cannot give what you don't have. If I am not connected with the power in myself, how do I remind somebody else of their power? How can I walk around and remind my friends that, they're courageous and they're beautiful and they're loving if I am not a source of knowing that within myself? So, have a look through your list, and from this point on, start consciously communicating this to your loved ones in a positive form, knowing they already are this. This is not some future event. Start communicating this in your mind as you see them, in the light that you see them in, and in how you speak to them. And start looking for evidence of this within yourself. Start communicating these traits to yourself. Find and reconnect with whatever you have written on that piece of paper in yourself, because you cannot give what you do not have, and you will be more respected by your loved ones. They will look to you more as a source of this. They will listen to you more, respect what you're saying more when you're coming from a place of authenticity, when you have connected with these traits within yourself as well. So that's what we're doing with this week's homework. Start this from now, but please don't end it at any point. Obviously, it's an ongoing process. And I will have week 3 videos in your inboxes and on Facebook next Monday. Take care.